In this video, we're gonna use geometric series to write each repeating decimal as a ratio of two integers, otherwise known as a fraction. Okay. So for our first example, we will use this number 0.080808. You can see the repeating decimal being 08. So first, let's break this decimal into 0.08 plus 0.0008 plus 0.000008 plus infinitum. And then notice that we can also represent 0.08 as 8 over 100. 0.0008 can be represented as 8 over 10,000, and so on and so forth. This one should have around 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, so nearly a million. Now, notice there's a pattern in this sequence. 100 is also known as 10 to the second power. 10,000 is known as 10 to the fourth power. What's this? 1 million is 10 to the sixth power, and so on and so forth. Now, what do all of these what do each of these numbers have in common? We can factor that out, and that common factor would be 8 over 10 to the 2 power. So if you factor 8 over 10 to the 2 power, for the first term you only have 1 over 10 to the 0 power. Remember, if we factor it out, the power we have to subtract, not divide. So 2 minus 2 is 0, and this one becomes 1 over 10 to the 2 power. And for the next term is 1 over 10 to the 4th power, because 6 minus 2 is 4. So on and so forth. And remember, in the geometric formula, we have the summation of from n equals to 1 to infinity to a times r to the n power, right? We can break this sequence into such a geometric series. So to break it, let's identify each term. A here, the coefficient would be 8 over 10 to the 2 power. And R, now this is a little bit more tricky, so you have to notice how much is it incrementing for each term. This is should be from 1 over 10 to the 0 power, right? Becomes 1 over 10 to the 2 power, 1 over 10 to the 4th power. So it's increasing by 1 over 10 to the 2 power, or 1 over 100. Knowing this, we can now express this in terms of a geometric sequence. 0 to infinity, and the coefficient is 8 over 10 to the 2 power times r, which is 1 over 10 to the 2 power to the n power, right? Now notice that because r is 1 over n to the 2 power, which is less than 0, this sequence should converge it should converge. And we have a formula for to calculate this. The formula is a over 1 minus r. It's that simple. So let's apply that formula into our sequence, our geometric sequence series. A here would be 8 over 10 to the 2 power over 1 minus r, which would be 1 over 10 to the 2 power. Now, if you were to crunch this number into a calculator, or we can also calculate it by hand, which would be 8 over 100 multiplied by 1 over 1 minus 1 over 100, which would be, this is 1 over 8 over 99. This would be the final answer.